Madison Glynn will take it to the point. She's got Fussy on her flank, and she'll find her. Fussy into the mix, and she's going to find the back of the cage. A lot of screeners in front of Matthews, and Liberty capitalizes on the power play for the first time this weekend.
You know, broadcaster jinx is a real thing, Connor. It's definitely a real thing. My goodness, that was quick. We were talking about the penalty kill, and as we were, Flames scored. So, congrats to them. I couldn't tell who that was, because it seemed like Britton Fussy was the front of the line there, celebrating with the bench.
Abby done for the Minute Woman, putting some pressure on. Story, easy stick away. Down to the slot, they find it. UMass with a shot, bar down! UMass finding the back of the cage for the first time this weekend, as it was Shelby Little.
Wow. Wow, Shelby, look at this. Look at that shot. That could not have been better placed. Gets right by Story.
Her sister Britton will find it. Britton with some room to work, makes one miss. However, sharp angle, she decides to head back. Good decision from the veteran. Britton Fussy lets it go, back of the cage.
Wow. That was it. That's the veteran wrist work right there. That was, my goodness, what a shot from Fussy.
What a season Britton Fussy is putting together, and I think that sequence there kind of sums it up perfectly. She's taking it down in deep on the far side into the face-off circle, realizes she doesn't have an angle, so she makes the right play. She doesn't try to do too much. Matthews, she'll be cut off. Olivia Jordan, the captain, able to get in the way of Glynn, as Conley was looking to send it into Adamek and company. Beauchamp can't find it. This is gonna fortunately find UMass, and UMass, sharp angle, back in the cage. Both goals we've seen from the Minute Woman have been snipes, as over the shoulder of Story finds the back of the cage. We're knotted up, 2-2.
I didn't know that. I couldn't tell if that went in.
I know, it was close.
That bounced out so quick. They could not have made that closer shot. Joanna Dustin gets her first goal of the weekend. That's how you beat Amanda Story. Get her out in front of the cage on the transition. We talk about transition offense and how good it has to be for UMass. And that's the exact kind of performance they need to have.
Under 10 seconds left to go. Liberty looking for one last chance. 3. This one's gonna bounce over into the corner, and we are headed for overtime. As Brianna O'Neill was able to cut down the angle. This one off the foot of Britton Fussy. We got under 2 minutes left to go in overtime period number 1.
Impressive plays there by both Shelby Little and Kayla
Fussy, will she get there in time? No, pushed out too far. Oh, Aaron, that was almost it.
It might still be.
Fussy fires back in the cage. Hat trick for Fussy, walks it off. What a game, Britton Fussy.
It might still be. Oh my goodness, Britton Fussy. Put the team on their back, why don't you? Number 33 with 3 goals on the night. And that gives her goals number 7, 8, and 9 on the season. Flames extend their record to 6-1. And that was entirely on the performance of Britton Fussy. My goodness.
Great showing for Britton Fussy with the hat trick and the game winner. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, but then when you go back to yesterday too. Scoring 2 in that game as well, 5 on the weekend. What a weekend.
5 goals in 48 hours.
And a walk-off and a game winner. UMass really came out in game 2 and showed a lot of fight.
Yeah.
You got to give them credit in that regard. Liberty looking ahead. They'll be heading down to Adrian, which is always a good series. They'll be heading up to Michigan to take on the Bulldogs, as UMass will take the long trip back home to Amherst. Well, they'll be hosting Davenport in a 2-game set in 2 weeks' time. That will be their next series. But what a game we saw. What a weekend for the Liberty Flames.
My goodness, that offense was firing on all cylinders. By the offense, I mean Britton Fussy.
Britton Fussy with a hat trick and the game winner. Liberty takes game number 2 by a final of 3-2.
Incredible performance, both sides.